Well, the IS350 is back. I'm in it, I'm driving it. Let me explain what happened. Hello everyone and welcome back to Marty Motoring. If you've been following along with the channel, you know that my last video was about this car being at the dealership for over 3 weeks. Well, it was actually there for over a month, only because of the warranty company not really following through right away. And once they did and improved everything, there was a couple other things that needed addressed. Just the dealership had to do all that work. The latest unmodding, because I am looking to sell this soon, was taking off the exhaust. I sold the F-Sport axle back, I sold the RR Racing intake, I sold the spring, so it's back on stock suspension, stock exhaust, stock intake, and it's still really fun to drive. Still has, you know, the VLAN lights and the lip and everything, and I'm keeping that for the sale just because it makes the car look awesome and they work really nicely. Sorry if you were interested in those, I'm not selling those items. But either way, the car is back for now until I sell it. There are a few other things I need to take care of though, and I want to explain that in this video. So as you can see, the check VSC is still on because what was replaced was the ABS actuator, which was like $2,300, but the warranty covered that. I had to cover some of the labor, the diagnostic, and also the brake fluid flush. They put all new fluid, so that's all good to go. Now the only problem is the light's still on. They replaced the ABS cable, so it wasn't that. They're saying it's the sensor, so I need to replace the ABS sensor. I think I just had a low quality part on there, so I'm gonna try to get OEM, replace that. Then the ABS code should be gone. I talked to an Instagram follower, he had the same problem, same ABS code. He replaced his sensor and his wire, I think it was, and the ABS code went away. There was an issue with his wire and he had to reset the codes. So once I put that in and reset them, there should be no other codes that come up. I do want to explain a little bit about the ABS light. You see this traction light here, you see this check VSC, you see the ABS. When the ABS light comes on because there's an issue with the ABS system, it disables your traction control and it gives you the check VSC light. So with the IS, Lexus IS, a lot of Toyotas do this too. That's just how it works. Check VSC is tripped when like anything else is tripped, and it turns your traction control off. I'm not sure why they do that. It might just be something, you know, hey, something's wrong with the ABS. Let's turn off traction control, since traction control uses the ABS as part of the traction control system, and that's what they do. I need some gas. Luckily the gas station's like right there. I just pulled over to make this video. So unfortunately I still have those lights, but I'm gonna take care of it. And it kind of gives me a reason to hang on to the IS350 a little longer. I know I've had a ton of interest in the car, buying it, and I actually set up an email address specifically for buying the car. So if you're interested, send an email to this email address right here, and say your name and your location, and I'll try to get back to you, and I'll at least let you know when it's listed, and we can kind of go from there. I'm thinking that's probably the best way to do it, just because of all the interest, and I try to be straightforward with that. Mechanically, it's very sound, other than the ABS issue, which we're going to take care of. AC is blowing cold. It runs great, drives great. I still really like it, but with me buying a house recently and just kind of wanting to move on to something else in the future and having the 4Runner right now, I think it's just time to move on from this. As much as I love the Lexus IS, maybe get another Lexus. I have a project car in mind. There's so much I want to do. So I can't stick to one car forever, so that's really why I'm getting rid of it. Not because I need to get rid of it, but just because I want to move on to something else, and that's why it's kind of taken me a while too. I want to make sure everything's great, and I just don't want it to get stale either. Like, I don't think I can make videos on this car for the next like 5 years, so it's gonna get old after a while, or I'm gonna pretty much do everything I wanted to do to it, which I pretty much did. So I'm gonna grab some gas and then we can talk about it a little more. All right, so what do we got? The latest updates were the VLAN headlights back in March. The latest like big update I did to it. And the car is absolutely filthy after sitting at the dealership for a month. You can see, don't worry, that is a vinyl wrap, so it's not scratching the paint. But here it is, all super dirty. In its current glory with stock suspension. And we still have the 350 plate. Got the VLANs on the front and the back. There's the stock exhaust tips. They're not too bad. And then some tint on the reflectors. Got that wing there. Got that little like trunk wing there with a new emblem. Got the Option Lab wheels. Got this dead bug. And I have these like window visors. that match the chrome. I never did the chrome delete around the windows, but it looks like it's starting to peel, so I might have to get new ones for these. Gives a nice pop with the windows. And this is the Spoiler King urethane. You just kind of heat it up and stick it on, and it works really well. Gets nice and hard, and it matches if you have a black car. Interior is pretty much the same as all my other videos, and I really like the sequential on those. So that's an update on the IS350. It will be for sale shortly. I'm enjoying it for right now, and I want to get that taken care of, the ABS stuff, before it's for sale. I know it's taken me a while, and I keep saying that, but it's gonna happen. Just with work and buying a house and kind of changing my work schedule with coronavirus, like so much stuff has taken priority. I just haven't had time to really work on this car, and then it was gone for a month. And I was hoping that was gonna fix everything, but it's not, so now I need to address that. This is releasing on a Friday, but the Saturday, the day after this video comes out, myself and my friend Poor Man Mods, Freddie, who I've done videos with, we're doing a local car meet called a Carbecue down by the lake in York County, Pennsylvania, where most of us live around. And that should be pretty fun. Looks like there's like 700 people interested on Facebook. If you're in the local area, come out. It's at Lake Williams on Saturday, June 13th. Should be a pretty good turnout. I think RR Racing is coming out, a couple other ISFs, Hammer Down Motorsports, a couple of other YouTube channels and YouTubers, and just the local car scene. First event of the year that I'm co-hosting with Freddie. I'm pretty excited about it. We're gonna be grilling burgers, sharing food, and hanging out. Should be a fun time. So if you're interested in your local, come out to that. Other than that, I don't really have an update for you. The 4Runner, I haven't really done much mods, but I've been dailing that more so just for work and everything. I don't want to put a ton of miles on the Lexus, but I've been enjoying when I do drive it. On like a nice evening like this, it's just awesome to bring out, cruise around, put some gas in, and kind of enjoy it and bring it home and not make the mileage any higher. I do want to clean both vehicles up for the meet on Saturday. Probably going to shoot some video there, so keep an eye out for that video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram at Marty Motoring. And as always, keep those wheels turning.